Pause. Hi everyone, Nicole here with Edge of Wild. Look, here comes my husband. Oh, the dog saw him. I am planting onions out here. I planted some, I have them in the ground. Here, I'll give you a sneak peek. See these little onion babies? They're starting out of this tray. Okay, back to what I was talking about before my husband interrupted. Onions. They come out of these cute little cells. I pull one out, kind of squeezy until it comes out. Mass of soil and roots. I'm going to stick that back in there because I am not quite ready for that yet. They take a while to do. They're probably the most time consuming, but so worth it. Then you just start teasing them apart like this. So they have really wiry roots. So they'll come out and then you have one single little onion. And then I tease apart the whole block that I am working on. It takes a little bit of time and you have to be gentle. And then you have a pile of onions. Then you have to plant them. So pretty simple. These ones get to be pretty big, so I am leaving like hand width, so like 4 inches roughly apart. So stick them down in. I plant them just past the bulb. Just past the bulb part, right up here. Because that way, when the dirt, because it will wash away some as it gets rained on and all that, as that washes away, the bulb is exposed. Can do its whole thing because they do like to grow right on the surface. But I have found this is what works best for me. And like I said, I space them out about 4 inches apart, roughly. Try to put some of the wimpier looking ones in a little farther. But yeah, so I just keep doing that until they're all planted in. And onions, so this is what, May 3rd? Yes, May 3rd. So onions really, they're a pretty easy crop in the fact that they don't mind cool temperatures. Might cause a little bit of damage to some of the upper leaves, which you don't want too much damage to the leaves because every leaf on an onion is a layer in the onion. So ideally we don't have too many cold nights or anything like that, but they can take cold nights. It's not going to indefinitely harm them. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to do for a while, is stick onions in the ground before I have to move on to my next task. I swear planting onions is something, like I said, it takes the longest for me because you have to pull them apart. And then they're just like, it's just an onion bulb, so it's not like the roots are in dirt and you're just sticking them down in dirt. You have to pay a little bit of attention so that the roots are all going down and not getting tangled. Blah, blah, blah. Onions are also really heavy feeders, so they're good to add nitrogen. It's good for you to add nitrogen back into the soil. They don't add nitrogen to the soil. They actually, like, I think in a crop rotation, would probably follow best wherever you had beans. Just because beans fix nitrogen into the soil. So I think they would benefit following beans. But this is where I had snapdragons last year, and I've had cherry tomatoes for 2 years. So we will see. I did have a soil test done on the garden. And this side, I mean, pretty much nitrogen is such a fast moving nutrient from what I understand. It moves in and out of the soil really quickly. That is, so you should replace nitrogen every year. But You don't want to put too much on and burn the crop. But that's what I understand. You want to add nitrogen all the time. The phosphorus, right? Phosphorus looked good on this side. I think it was potassium that I needed, which it really irks me that potassium and phosphorus both start with P if you're spelling the dang thing. But then if you're looking up the nutrient like on the element table, one starts with P and one's a K, and like that's just really annoying to me. As if the English language wasn't hard enough. Don't follow me for soil amending stuff. I haven't figured that out yet. Doing more stuff with the Christmas trees and doing the soil sampling, I feel very compelled to go figure it out. And like totally be a soil nerd, and I've been watching a couple different videos from a couple different extensions or soil like soil building places. I can't think of any of their names right now, but a lot of it has been so far that I have seen, they've been focused on like corn and beans. So while I'm still getting the basics of understanding a soil test and all that good jazz, I'm not learning it specifically to, at least through their examples, what to do in a vegetable garden. But if you have the knowledge as to what your stuff needs, you have the knowledge of what your soil is reading, then all you have to do is find out what your crop needs. You can put it all together. So it's a little bit of a puzzle piece and some education. And yeah, I went to college for agriculture, and we had a soil test or a soil class. And do you think I paid attention in that soil class that I paid to be part of? No, I did not. I don't even think I still have the book. Maybe, I don't know, I'd have to look. Sometimes I'm a pack rat, and there's other things I just don't keep. So yeah, I'd have to look. I am a little sad that it's so sunny out, which I know sounds funny, but if it's sunny out and you're transplanting little itsy bitsy onion plants, they're gonna look really sad by the end of the day. So I know I'm gonna have to water these guys in, or they're gonna be angry. And I can't really plant onions in the evening. I plant them in the afternoon. But once the sun goes down, like the garden lights don't even help with that. Onions are just so hard to see. Okay, I've got another cell planted. I have 2 more to go. These are my Walla Wallas. Doing all Walla Wallas on this side. I think I have 1.5. I think I have 1.5 cells. They were the old Walla Wallas. They came up this year. The seed is 3 years old. It hasn't germinated for 2 years. And then this year it did. I was literally just using it up but didn't want to throw it out. So I was just going to prove to myself that it wasn't working. And it didn't come up for all of them. I think it was just 2 cells that it came up for. Same with the Pattersons. So I have a whole bunch of those. Have I counted how many I put in? No. Will I go through and count how many I put in? Probably not. I don't have that much ambition or energy in my life. I'm going to say there's like 35 to 40 cell. The old ones aren't quite that good. But, I mean, just in this 4-pack, that's 100 onions. 100 Walla Walla onions. So I hope some of my neighbors want onions. Because I love onions. But Walla Wallas don't store for forever, so don't need a plan there. Okay. If I remember, I'll bring you back and show you at the end, once I have them all planted, what my little sad onion row will look like. Because they're going to look puny for now. But they will grow rather fast. Okay. Peace out. See you in a bit. Well, twilight gardening again. There's bugs out now because it's warm enough. But I did manage to finish planting all of the onions today. That's a job to do, not at twilight, so I did that earlier. Watered them all in because my husband turned the water on, and then I finished planting the potatoes tonight. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at that from what you can see. We'll see how well we can see if I don't trip walking backwards. Okay. Focus. Okay, so here are the potatoes. I did mark on the flags, but I'm going to say it on here so that I can go back and look. I don't even know if I can read it already. These are the Lehi's. Oh, there it is. Okay. Lehi's. Then I did blue. I want to say I did the Adirondack blue. And I did these all with stuff that was left over. Yeah. Oh no, red. Important to know. Okay. So, Lehi's. Adirondack red. Adirondack blue. I just did the Superiors. I did Eva's. No. Those are the Katahdin. Those are the Katahdins. Those are the Evas. As I say, I know I had a bigger section of Evas. And they're just done with everything from last year's leftovers. I still have some, mostly the Evas, that are still good. Because they store the best. The Lehi's probably had the lowest storage because they were the ones that were the most sprouted next to the Adirondacks. Over here, these are the onions. I don't know if we can see them as well. They actually look really good. For going in the ground when it was 70 and sunny, they're standing up pretty decently. So I'm pretty happy about that. I am guessing there's roughly 150 of each. The Walla Wallas are over here on this side of the middle drip. And then from this side of the middle drip, that is all Patterson's, except for 6 or 7, maybe 8 reds. So I did have a couple of reds start from the old red seeds, and I can tell, I don't think you can tell on the video. Maybe. We'll see how, like, that one's very light colored. That base is very dark colored. That's a red onion. So, onions are all in. Potatoes are in. We're just getting closer and closer to being dark. I was able to water everything today. Next big project to plant, I don't think is in the garden. I think everything now is back to seed starting inside. I'm going to start my dahlia tubers inside. I need to get straw though. I need like probably 2 or 3 bales. 2 bales that I can set aside for now, but one that I can shake out and put on a nice heavy layer. I think that's a bat. Very cool. Anyways, heavy layer straw that I can put down. Because that's how I mulch the potatoes, and then instead of like hilling them with dirt, if you keep mulching them heavy with the straw, so that way the sun doesn't hit them and cause whatever reaction that makes them green and poisonous or whatnot, then that would be good. And it's a lot less work to dig them. They were pretty easy to dig last year. Some of them are in there 4 to 6 inches, and some of them are like barely covered. I don't understand how when you plant potatoes, you end up with less dirt. Like, you added stuff to the soil. There should not be less dirt. Yet there always seems to be less dirt. Okay, with that, it's dark. I'm done planting. My house is a disaster, and I need to go take care of that. So, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.